Toby, till late in the third quarter, you guys were struggling offensively in that frame. Second half in general didn't feel the same as the first half on that end. Did something change for you guys? What did you see as kind of...
Sparkles, anytime we get to celebrate the W in a city without a team, it means everything. This is a sports town, and fans deserve to see the best in the world up close. For the little girls and boys here, this isn't just basketball, it's a chance to dream bigger than ever before. Fire on Connecticut's rise. This is what happens when a team finally finds its rhythm. Young players growing, veterans like Tina anchoring. It's the natural evolution of greatness taking shape right before our eyes. Collision on Caitlin Clark's impact. It's massive. Generational talents don't just inspire cities, they inspire nations. People wear her jersey in every corner of the country, the same way they do with NBA stars. Caitlin, Paige, Angel, these women are changing the global game. Basketball on Boston without a WNBA team. Honestly? Shocking. This is one of the greatest sports cities in the world, yet never had a WNBA franchise. When Connecticut moved from Orlando, it became New England's team, but make no mistake, Boston is hungry. And it deserves a team of its own. High voltage on Layla Land's defense versus Caitlin. She's long, fast, athletic, and her Olympic experience speaks for itself. She changes the entire speed of the game. Guarding Caitlin won't be easy. We'll have to be creative, disciplined, and ready for a battle. Direct hit on Caitlin entering the three-point contest. Pointers? She doesn't need mine. I actually found out on the news, just like everyone else. But what better stage than Indianapolis, in front of our fans, for her to showcase what she does best. This is her moment, and she'll own it. It means a lot. Anytime we get the opportunity to celebrate the W in new cities, it's special. We were here last year, and the turnout was incredible. To come back and see the same energy even bigger? That tells you everything you need to know about this being a true sports town. And for me, the most powerful part is that kids in this area, young girls and boys, get to watch the best players in the world do what they do best. That changes lives. That inspires dreams. Fire on the Connecticut Sun hitting their stride. This is the natural progression of a team finding itself. When you play with new pieces, when young players start growing into their roles, when veterans like Tina Charles anchor that growth, that's when you see a group transform. They've been tested, they've adjusted, and now they're showing what happens when everything starts to click. It's impressive, but it's also a reminder of how quickly the game evolves. Collision on seeing Fever fans lined up in Caitlin Clark jerseys outside the arena. It's huge. That's what generational talent does. It transcends geography. You see it all the time in the NBA. Fans around the world wearing jerseys of the stars who inspire them. And now, the WNBA is living that reality. Caitlin is one of those talents. Paige Bueckers is one. Angel Reese is one. These players don't just belong to their teams. They belong to the game itself. They're pulling people into the W, nationally and globally. And we get to celebrate that in cities all across the map. That's how the game grows. Basketball on Boston never having a WNBA team. Honestly, it was shocking. I mean, this is one of the greatest sports cities in America, a place rich with history in every sport. So early on, yeah, it surprised me that Boston didn't have a team. When the Sun moved from Orlando, they became New England's team, but make no mistake, Boston wants one. Boston is hungry for one. And someday, hopefully, this city will finally get the WNBA franchise it deserves. High voltage on Connecticut's Layla Land defending Caitlin Clark. Layla's no joke. She's long, she's quick, she's athletic, and her instincts are elite. You saw her during the Olympics. Her growth through that tournament was incredible. She changes the entire pace of the game with her speed and her ability to get to the rim. That's what makes her such a difficult matchup. For us, it means being disciplined, being smart, finding creative ways to free Caitlin, and make sure we don't get swallowed up by her length and athleticism. It's going to be a battle, no question. Direct hit on Caitlin Clark entering the three-point contest. I'll be honest, I found out from the news, just like everybody else. But here's the thing. She doesn't need my pointers. Shooting the ball is what she does best, and what better stage than the three-point contest in Indianapolis, in front of our fans? It's a chance for her to showcase her gift to the entire basketball world. That's special. That's the kind of moment that cements legacies. And Caitlin, she's ready for it. She's getting there. Working through the injury, finding her rhythm, getting her timing back. People underestimate how much that matters when you're a three-point shooter. The schedule is brutal. Fatigue eats at you. And then when you add the climb back from injury on top of that, it's heavy. But I'm not worried about her shot. Great shooters always find their way back. I'll be pulling for her in the shootout, no doubt. Fire on, building momentum from recent wins. For the first time in a long time, we've had our full roster, 3 straight games with everyone available. That's huge. No, we still haven't had a real practice together, but you can feel the connectivity growing. At first, guys were reacting, waiting for someone else to make the play. Now you're seeing trust, flow, and movement, offensively and defensively. For us as coaches, it means finally building a substitution pattern that can run 9, maybe 10 deep. That's big. You don't win in this league with 5 or 6. You win with depth, with chemistry, with consistency. And we need to keep stacking days and carrying this momentum right into the All-Star break. Collision on handling criticism, praise, and expectations. I've learned to just take it as it comes. Whether it was in college or now in the pros, there's always going to be criticism, there's always going to be praise. You can't control that. At this level, under this spotlight, people are always going to have something to say, good or bad. That's just reality. The challenge is not letting other people's expectations weigh more than your own. And for me, nobody holds me to a higher standard than I do myself. That pressure, it can get lost when the noise is so loud. But that's why I remind myself, give yourself grace. Find joy in the game. Have fun. Because if you don't, you'll drown in everybody else's version of who they think you should be. Direct hit on joining the 3-point contest in Indiana. Honestly, not much went into the decision. They asked, I said yes. I've never done a 3-point competition before, never even practiced one. So I'm just going to go out there and have fun. But look at the lineup. It's stacked. This isn't just about me. It's about showcasing how elite the shooters in this league are. For the fans in Indiana, it's going to be special. Friday night, the skills, the shootout, it's a celebration of our game. And it all builds into Saturday's All-Star game. That's what excites me most. The chance to put women's basketball on the biggest stage in a way that makes people stop, watch, and feel something. High voltage on the upcoming CBA negotiations in Indianapolis. I may not be a team rep, but I know how important this moment is for our league. This is the kind of meeting that shapes the future. And yeah, I'm only in my second year, but I feel the weight of it. Every player does. This is about where the W is headed, and we want it to grow in the right direction. So, Thursday? It's big. It's really big. And I'll be there. Basketball on, playing in Boston for the first time. This is actually my first time here. And if you're a basketball fan, you grow up knowing the Celtics. Some people love them, some people hate them, but you can't deny what they mean to the game. This building, this history, the championship banners, its greatness. To step on this floor, to feel that energy, it's something you don't take for granted. And for fans here in Boston, this is their chance to see what the W is about. This city deserves a team. It's hungry for one. Tonight, they'll feel it. Collision on balance, pressure, and being called a machine? You're right. People say I'm a machine, but I'm not. I can't be. Our schedule right now is insane. Game today, game tomorrow, travel, 3-point contest, all-star events. It doesn't stop. I'll land in Indy around midnight and start media and appearances the next afternoon. That's the life right now. And I don't complain about it. It's part of the job, part of the blessing. But balance? For me, it's in the little things. My morning coffee. A deep breath before practice. A few quiet minutes to reset. That's it. That's the self-care I get right now. Because when the lights come on, you've got to be ready to perform, no matter how tired you are. High voltage shocking hook. The truth is, when you're Caitlin Clark right now, rest doesn't exist. The pressure doesn't stop. The schedule doesn't let up. But that's the cost of being generational. That's the reality of chasing greatness in a league that's still fighting for everything it deserves. And for me, I wouldn't trade it. Because the moment you stop embracing the grind, you stop being built for it. Speech balloon balance is hard. Self-care is hard. I don't get much of it, honestly. But the little things matter: 15 minutes outside, a short walk, my morning coffee. Just a moment to breathe. That's the reset I cling to. When you're in this life, when every city is a new game and every arena is a new spotlight, you don't have the luxury of hours to yourself. You steal moments. And sometimes those moments mean everything. She smiles when she talks about the road. When we travel, I like to go out to dinner with my teammates, try new spots. Lexi and we make it a thing, find something new in every city. It takes your mind off basketball. It makes the grind feel lighter. Because if you let this game consume every second of your day, it can eat you alive. You've got to keep it fun. You've got to make it enjoyable. That's how you survive. Fire on her first real trip to Boston. I didn't get to explore as much as I'd like. Lexi and I walked over to Earl's across the street, but that was about it. We came straight from Dallas, had a night here, then right back into game prep.
But Boston?
It's beautiful. It feels alive. I was literally scrolling TikTok searching best things to do in Boston, knowing I wouldn't have time to do any of them. But that's what makes it exciting. I want to come back. I want to see Fenway, catch a Red Sox game, walk the streets, take in the history. You can tell there's something special about this city. She pauses, almost laughing at herself. I could have at least walked past Fenway, even if it was empty. But next time. For sure, next time. Collision on her upcoming first ever three-point contest. I've never done one. Not in college, not in high school, not even for fun. This will be my first. People said I didn't want to shoot off racks. That was false. Whoever started that made it up. The truth is, I was saving my first three-point competition for my city, Indianapolis. And now it's here. I don't know if I'll get a chance to practice. Maybe Friday morning at All-Star practice. Maybe not. But honestly, it's just not that deep. It's a ball, a hoop, a rack. You just step up, shoot it, and have fun. She leans forward, more serious now. But don't get me wrong, this is big. Not just for me, but for the league. Look at the lineup of shooters. It's elite. It's a showcase of how far women's basketball has come and where it's going. For me to do this at home, in Indy, in front of Fever fans and All-Star fans, it's special. It's one of those moments you'll look back on years from now and realize it was bigger than you thought in the moment. High voltage on walking into TD Garden for the first time. I wouldn't call myself a diehard Celtics fan. I'm a Pacers fan first, always. But this is one of the premier organizations in sports.
Period.
You walk in here, you look up at the rafters, and it's history staring back at you. Championships. Legends. Retired jerseys. It's almost overwhelming. She grins, pointing out what so many fans think. Honestly, I don't even know if they have space for more banners. They might need to build more room. Because with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, that team, they're not done yet. They play with pace, they shoot a lot of threes. Some people don't like that style.
Me?
I love it. That's my kind of basketball. Fun, fast, aggressive. It fits the modern game. And then, softer. To be on this floor, to feel that energy, to be part of this building's story, even just for a night, you don't take that for granted. It's surreal. Gemstone shocking and emotional hook. This was my first trip to Boston. And you know what I realized? This city deserves a WNBA